This is Matt Gator for Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. The address we're inspecting today is 2809 Southeast Harney Street, Portland, Oregon, 97202. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the laundry room basement cleanout. The equipment being used today is the rigid sea snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it has been noted that some of these sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS, 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So we are in 4-inch cast iron piping. We are running some water from the basement bathroom sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. It looks like the direction of the sewer pipe is going to run straight ahead to the street in front of the house, Southeast Harney. And it is in cast iron piping, so right off the bat, right from the get-go, we would recommend having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, just keeping an eye on the older cast iron portions of the pipe. And really, I think realistically, probably should go into the transaction knowing that any cast iron or galvanized piping in the home should be considered like a deferred cost. Even working now today, if you take a snapshot of the property currently today, if it's working and you happen to live here for 5 years or so, you probably need some attention at some point. Looks like we're going to get some good news at 7 feet though. We're going to transition into plastic piping. So as we go into the front yard, there is some plastic pipe there, which is good. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that the whole front yard has been replaced. That would be amazing. And again, we are running straight towards the street in front of the house. Well, we're it's not straight, we're fishtailing back and forth a little bit, but making our way towards that street. We're going to start diving here. So at 16 feet, 17 feet, we're going to start diving straight down into the ground. This is typically where the pipe picks up a lot of speed burning through here. I didn't see a clean out on the exterior, but there's at least the possibility of one. It doesn't necessarily mean there actually is a pipe sticking up out of the ground, but it could handle one. We're going to transition here. So this signifies a few things. So at 30 feet, this signifies transition pipe size. So we just went from a 5-inch pipe into probably a 6 or 8-inch pipe. Signifies transitioning pipe materials, so ABS plastic into 3034 plastic. And then lastly, we're transitioning into a branch off of the city lateral. And even though we enter into city lateral piping here, technically all of this would be buyer-owner responsibility throughout the entire length, start to finish. So what it's looking like is maybe the city of Portland has already replaced sewer piping through the roadway, and then this is a branch off of their piping. So again, it looks like a lot of the piping through the front yard and maybe even all the way up to the lateral has been nicely improved or updated. So the majority of the older 1970s cast iron piping is going to be under the basement slab or in the home. And this is going to be the end of the line for us here, so 49 feet to the city lateral. So we started in cast iron, we transitioned to ABS, we transitioned to 3034, and we dropped in the city lateral 49 feet. Overall condition, the pipe appears to be in working condition and passes inspection. And again, like I said, we would recommend having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years or so, keeping an eye on the cast iron piping, and really probably wise to go into the transaction knowing that probably the cast iron piping, any cast iron or galvanized piping in the home should be considered like a deferred cost. And I'll keep my fingers crossed it just keeps on going and going, but probably going to need some attention in the future.